Hello, friends. Last night my brother came to my house to sleep over, but because of his arrival, I wasn't able to do all those things that I usually do in the darkness of the night. These tasks give me a lot of peace. But did I ever think that tonight something would happen that would leave me drenched in sweat? He drove me crazy with just 2 fingers, and now I'm going to tell you all about it. My name is Yamini. I am 24 years old. I am still unmarried. I have never married, and I was thinking that maybe I would never get married. I was betrayed in love once, and since then I've stopped loving because I decided I would never laugh in any boy's trap. That's why I didn't get married. I work in a hotel, an Indian girl, beautiful, educated and smart. Modernity has influenced my body and mind, but after what happened with my brother last night, everything has changed. Now my thoughts have changed too. Now I feel that if I find a good boy, I should get married. Let me tell you about last night. My brother, who is 34 years old, my brother works as a delivery boy, and my brother's wife recently passed away due to cancer. At that time of night, we had dinner and watched TV for a while. Then my brother and I went to the terrace to walk. Brother was sleeping on the ground floor. I was sleeping on the first floor in the adjacent room with my younger brother. Around 1 a.m., we both came downstairs, and then brother came to my room and said, "Yamini, I can't sleep. Let's talk for a bit." We both sat on the bed and started talking. Sometimes brother would start playing games on his mobile, and I would start looking at people's statuses on my mobile. Then suddenly, heavy rain started, and a light, cool breeze began to blow, which we both love a lot. Mumbai's cool breeze is anyway very nice. A little later, brother started feeling sleepy. I said, "Brother, go to your room." "You're feeling sleepy." Brother said nicely, "Yamini, don't disturb me." Saying this, he closed his eyes and within 2 minutes fell into deep sleep. I went to the bathroom and changed my clothes because I can't sleep in tight clothes. Then I sat on the bed and started reading stories on my mobile. These days I'm able to read very good stories. My brother had fallen asleep, and because of him, I wasn't able to do those things that I usually do alone in the darkness of the night when sleeping. But because of brother, today I couldn't do much. So I put the mobile aside and tried to sleep. But the thought of the story was revolving in my head, and sleep was staying away from me. The night was getting deeper, and a strange restlessness was in my mind. My brother was sleeping right beside me, and the sound of his snoring was disturbing me even more. If he wasn't there, perhaps I would have made myself a part of that story and done all those things that I like to do alone in the darkness of the night. But this night's experience was a bit different. I got lost in my own thoughts. Suddenly, brother turned over and sat up straight. My eyes unknowingly went in that direction, and what I saw made me feel shy. My brother was trying to control himself, and on the other side, my inner restlessness was increasing. The truth is that now I wasn't able to compose myself. Every moment it felt like if I couldn't control myself, something wrong would happen. Then what would brother think of me? How would I look in brother's eyes? This question was making me even more restless. But on the other hand, there was a deep desire in my mind that was pulling me repeatedly in that direction. My heartbeats had become so fast that it felt like they would tear through the silence of the entire room. I clenched my hands tightly into fists as if this would hold back the turmoil in my mind. But the truth was that I wasn't able to feel at ease anymore. Every moment it felt like if I didn't stop myself, something would happen from which I could never recover. "Yamini, what's happening to you?" I asked myself. But instead of an answer, more questions started arising. If something wrong happens, what will brother think of me? How will I appear in his eyes? This thought was making my mind even more restless. I know my brother, his pain, his innocence. He has always been a protector, a support for me. Then why was all this arising in my mind? But on the other hand, there was a deep suppressed desire inside me that was pulling me repeatedly in that direction, as if some voice was whispering in my ears, "Yamini, let it happen, just once free your mind." This desire was so intense that I started fearing my own thoughts. The conflict inside me now had morality on one side, my values, and my responsibility towards my family. On the other side was that fire that was burning my mind. Suddenly I remembered that old incident, the same incident that turned me away from love, relationships, and my heart. That betrayal broke me so much that I locked myself in an armor. But tonight, that armor was breaking. The desires of my mind that I had suppressed for so many years were now eager to come out, and I was trying to remove this desire from Brother. I looked towards the window where the rain had now completely stopped. The cool breeze was still coming into the room, but it was failing to calm the fire in my mind. I explained to myself, "Yamini, stop. This is wrong. For so many years I haven't wanted anything for myself." I sat on the bed, hugging my knees to my chest, struggling with my mind. Brother's deep sleep and the sound of his snoring were now making me even more restless. I knew that. I closed my eyes and tried to feel the cool breeze on my face. I told myself, "Yamini, you are strong. You've faced difficulties before. This is just a moment. This too will pass." But will this moment really pass? Will this leave a scar in my mind forever? I didn't know, but that night I learned one thing. The desires inside me, my fears and my weaknesses make me human. And perhaps awakening from all this is my real strength. Friends, how did you like my story? I will soon bring the second part of the story to you. Please comment and tell us, and also like this video. Subscribe to the channel and definitely press the notification bell so that you get the next update first.